Well, I think they complement each other. You know, Dwane has some strengths, one with his length and his size, an unorthodox way of he can guard bigger guards. Freddie is quick, you know, is tough, can go against speed. So they really complement each other from that standpoint, both ways, offensively and defensively. So that's what they help each other. And again, Dwane can come in along with Kyle and play that second point guard role, move Kyle over to the 2. So he's a Swiss Army knife. Dwane is, and so which makes him very effective for us.
Were you impressed with Dwane's maybe aggressiveness and decision making last time?
Well, he's been doing that for a while now. He did it, all summer. He's done it all fall. He's done it in exhibition. So he did it last year, and he just has an unorthodox gait about him that helps him. It kind of keeps you off balance. It kind of negates he's still growing as a three-point shooter, and that unorthodox style really helps him with that. He's figured it out. So he's still growing. He's still going to be better. He's still physically, he's going to get stronger as he continues to get older. The young man's going to have a bright future in the NBA.
CJ was talking last night about how early in camp you sort of ran through a bunch of rotations, and at what point though did you settle, or maybe not settle, but when did that second unit start to stand?
Well, again, it started kind of probably the Detroit game, exhibition, I think it was. I'm not really exactly sure. And Michael, I'm going to say this, it's going to be fluid. It's going to be some nights where we may have to change it. So, you hate to more mess with the second unit, with their rhythm, with their togetherness as anything else. But there's going to be some situations where we may have to change some people, and I don't know if we can get locked in, to certain matchups or certain. But I really like the way the second unit is playing, and the first unit is going to figure it out. Again, I feel for DeMar. He probably would never admit it, but it's a totally different style of play for him. He is one of the most dynamic one-on-one players in the NBA, and now we're asking him to be a semi-point guard. So, but again, I know he's smart enough to figure it out. He had probably about 5 or 6 shots last night that he turned down and passed it, right or wrongly, but he will figure out where his shots are coming from. But again, I will say this, I do know that it makes the defense harder for us to guard, to go against, harder for us to guard from a defensive standpoint. They can't set on plays. They can't set on when he's going to get a post up, when he's going to get a pick and roll. So in the long run, it's going to be a huge, pay out a huge benefit for us.
Dwane, do you worry about DeMar in situations where, as you say, he's dynamic one-on-one? He can normally, he's got a matchup he can go to work on, and there hasn't been the repetition.
The rhythm. Built a rhythm. Again, Jones, yeah, that's a good point. That's why, it's so important now that we get these kinks out early. It's going to be maybe ugly early for those guys, but eventually, and another thing is, okay, you lose a couple of games, why are we playing this style of play? No, in the long run, it's going to be good. And again, DeMar's smart enough to figure it out, as far as where his opportunities are. But again, for our team, for him to be able to pass the ball the way he passed it, the threat of him being able to score, and again, it'll take a little while to get that rhythm, to get the reps in certain situations, to get to his sweet spot. And again, there's still 40% of the game, 35% of the game that they're going to be set plays for him. So it's not like we've totally gone away from it. And for any player, not just DeMar, for Serge, for Kyle, for whoever else, for Norman. So it's a situation where, it's going to find its way, and we just got to be patient. And at the same time, we can't forget about the other end of the floor and creating offense off of that, which we did last night. And again, I know Chicago was undermanned, and it's going to be a different animal next week. But with that said, we can create offense off of our defense as well.